Hello Mallards, for me it is still Thursday, but for you it will be Friday when you're watching this. I'm on my way to Rollins, to that Black Box Theater where I saw the Cake show previously with Ed, to see another show with Ed. This one is a show I do know pretty intimately, and that is Pillowman. It is a dark, maybe comedy, but mostly just darkness show that I happen to really love. And Ed has never seen it, so I'm excited to experience this with him for the first time. Just can't get over the floor here, it's so pretty. I love it. All right, it is officially intermission. I did warn you that this was gonna be dark.
Yeah.
Is it dark?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy the first portion? It's not really a 2-act structure. I mean, it is split into 2, but it's really not 2 acts. But are you having a good time? Are you impressed?
I am impressed.
Yeah. It's weird to be like, are you having a good time at Pillowman? Because Pillowman's dark and like none of it is a good time, but it's also really good. What I feel like Pillowman, like the point of the story is the power of stories, right? And so like, as somebody who writes, do you write dark things? And do you think that that ties to like somebody's ability to do dark things? We're getting really philosophical here during intermission.
Oh, well, okay. I find that the writing I do is more of a sort of exercises the demons. You know, it like it gives it enough voice, but it is somewhat transformed. It's different. It's more friendly.
I mean, I agree with that. So what I find interesting about Pillowman, and obviously we're only through the first part, so we'll talk about this afterwards, is that Katurian's big thing is that Katurian is like, fine, you can execute me, you can execute my brother, but like, don't destroy my stories. Yeah, it's like a legacy sort of thing. Because they have a power beyond, but they've already had the power for evil, so do they deserve to endure? And I'm gonna let you ruminate on that for the whole second part, and then let me know later. This is the stage floor, and it's got like all the Pillowman stories. Oh, that's fine, Ed. There's Pillowman. Little Jesus. It's so pretty. Wow. So the show is over, and did you enjoy it?
Well, enjoy is a weird word for it, but yes.
Okay, you thought it was good?
Well, very good.
It's a very well done show. They did a fantastic job directing this piece. It is a tough piece to deal with. There's going to be a talk back in a minute that we're excited for because we're going to learn some stuff. But I love this show, even though it's dark and terrible and never ever gets happier. Because I think that the topic is interesting, and we talked about this during intermission. I think the idea that like, can a work be inherently bad, and is saving the work of somebody that you think is bad, like, is the work worth saving if the work is good? Separation of the piece from the author, like, and that especially is an important discussion. I feel like in the wake of all of the J.K. Rowling trouble.
Oh yes.
Like, but is the work worth saving despite that, you know?
That had a lot of resonance for me, and I hadn't connected with that yet. The sense of a body of work and what becomes of it is kind of nagging at me right now, you know?
I'm gonna make Ed think about it for a while. They're flashing the lights, so we should sit down for the talk back. The show is officially over, and the talk back is officially over, so we can do some final thoughts. Yeah, okay, so today, wait, you told me what day it is. It's the 7th?
It's the 7th.
Great. So that
Thursday.
means that there's still 2 days, the 8th and the 9th, that the Pillowman is happening. It is a heavy show. It is a dark show. There is a lot of dark stuff in this show.
It is a long show.
Yeah, it's also a long show. And if any of those things bother you, then don't go. But it is an incredibly well-directed show. The actors do a great job. We learned in the talkback that several of the people that we watched perform that we thought were really good were understudies, and that the main character has only been working on this for a couple weeks, like was the understudy and is now playing Katurian. So they have done a fantastic job putting this show together. It has music, which we hadn't mentioned earlier. And for those who haven't seen Pillowman does not usually have music, but they've created a Pillowman theme and other soundtrack bits that are played by live musicians during the show, who also like come and embody characters from the stories, and it's so good. Highly, highly, highly recommend this show, and not just because of how much I love Pillowman, although that's part of it. Also because this particular production is really good. The music, I already mentioned. The lighting design, also top-notch. The way that they did lighting in this whole show, they use a lot of it to set the mood for the different stories and to change for the different scenes. And I like the way that lighting was used. I liked a lot of the choices. It is a darker show because it's a darker show. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the floor, which you saw earlier in the video, is incredible. I want a picture of the whole thing, and I'm gonna get one. So yeah, if you have a chance, go see Pillowman. We had a great time, and I will see you tomorrow.